Ooh, this is so exciting. It's here. This box is freaking huge. What is up, guys? How's it going today? I got this new box here. It's a new camera. So I've been thinking for a while that I wanted to upgrade our camera, and so I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. Currently right now we use the Sony A5000, which I'm filming on right now, and the Canon G7X. We've primarily filmed with the A5000 just because I like to be able to do like the quick zoom. It's a great camera, we love it. We've been using the G7X, you know, when we go to like a store or something, or a place where it's not really appropriate to carry around like a bigger camera, and it can just fit in your pocket. It's great, video quality is amazing. I really enjoy it. We definitely use the A5000 more though. It's a sturdy camera, it's held up, it's worked well for us, we're happy with the quality of it. But we just kind of wanted to do a little, like a bit of an upgrade, mostly for sit down, like talking kind of videos like this, a video exactly like this. Or for like vacation videos or things where we kind of just want to up the quality a little bit. Oh, what? It didn't even pop. Okay, so during this process, I watched like countless amounts of camera reviews and videos, and I narrowed it down to 3 main cameras that I was really looking at. The first one was the Sony A6500. This was my #1 choice. It was one I was really leaning towards. I also looked at the Canon EOS M5 and the Panasonic Lumix G85. And I ended up settling on the Panasonic Lumix G85. Now, like I said, the A6500 was originally my #1 choice. Sony has probably the best stabilization and autofocus and really great low light. It also does 4K. However, it didn't have a flip out screen. I had read so many reviews about horrible battery life and about the camera overheating after maybe only 5 minutes of use in 71-degree AC environment. So I was a little concerned about that because we take these things out and about, we're using them in the sun. I don't want to have to really carry around 10 batteries. EOS M5 does not shoot 4K. The lack of 4K really killed it for me. Even if we aren't always shooting in 4K, it just made sense to have a 4K camera. Panasonic does do 4K. It has a flip out screen even if it flips out to the side, which I'm gonna have to be very careful with. And it didn't have the same kind of overheating issues. I get it, the stabilization, the image stabilization, the autofocus, it's not gonna be as good as the Sony. The low light's not as good, but it was slightly cheaper. It does 4K unlike the M5, and hopefully won't have to worry about the camera overheating. It also is waterproof, water resistant, dirt and dust proof, which I thought was a great addition because, I mean, we take these things everywhere we go. And we're using these things at the beach, hiking. It sounded like it might be a little bit more durable. There you go. About the size that I thought it would be. You know, it's got the dongles on the side, which is not great. Maybe I'll Casey Neistat it and chop them off. Flip out screen. Also, you can record a continuous clip on this until the memory card is full, which is huge because right now on the A5000, we can usually film about 20 minutes before it turns off and we have to start over, which can get kind of frustrating. 12 to 60 millimeter lens, fully assembled. Got a good weight to it. It feels pretty sturdy. I need to figure out what all these buttons do. Here's the menu, the buttons on the menu buttons on the back. Viewfinder. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't really know that much about cameras. All this stuff I learned about this, I read and watched online. It's gonna take me a while to figure out how to really use this thing and how to get the most out of it. I bought like a package on Amazon, the vlogging package, 64 gig SD card, UV filter lens, which quite frankly doesn't really do much. We use one on the A5000 mostly as a scratch protector because they're only a couple bucks. It's easy to replace that. It's kind of hard to replace the entire lens. The Gorilla Pod, which I'm using right now, extra batteries, telephoto and wide angle lens attachments, Rode Video Mic Go, and a flash, which I'm probably not gonna really use. So let's get a battery in this thing and fire it up and see what it looks like. Do
rare albino squirrel. Oh, I almost never see them out in the wild like this. That's crazy. Look at that little guy. He's got some competition sneaking up on him there. The regular brown squirrel. So this is I'm definitely liking the camera so far. The video quality, I think, looks amazing, but it is, compared to the G7X or the A5000, it's freaking huge. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to that. If I wasn't like self-conscious already about vlogging with that camera, this is gonna change everything with this whole rig. It's crazy. I didn't really get to play around with it a whole bunch just because, you know, it's straight out of the box, so the battery wasn't really charged up. But pretty happy with it so far from what I did get, the limited amount that I did need to do. Obviously, I'm gonna have to Obviously, I'm going to have to spend a lot more time using this camera to really get comfortable with it, to really learn everything that it can do. I'm very happy to have the external mic and to be able to shoot in 4K. It's pretty heavy, gonna get a good workout. And I'm gonna have to really train myself to not be looking at the screen all the time. Like, it's very tempting. I got really good with the A5000 and G7X. At least I think I got really good. I try really hard not to look at the screen, and I think I did pretty good at it. But with it sticking out to the side, I feel like you see it more. It draws your attention more. So I'm gonna have to really focus on looking right at you there. See, I just did it. Gonna take some practice. Really happy with this camera on the initial test run. Obviously, like I said, gonna have to spend a lot more time with it to get comfortable with it, to really learn about it, to get a feel with it. So I'll probably make some kind of update video in a couple weeks once I've got to spend a little more time with it. The stabilization, I cannot talk. The stabilization seems pretty good. Just all those shots I took just handheld, and even with like a little bit of shakiness, it kind of adjusted. It's got stabilization in the camera and in the lens. So anyways, in conclusion, what am I writing, an essay? Very happy with it so far. So this has been my first ever camera review. I don't really know how it went because I've never reviewed cameras and I don't really know that much about them in the first place, but hopefully you found it informative or entertaining, and maybe you learned a little something. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog / review. If you made it this far, congratulations, because this is pretty long. Remember to create the life that you love, and we will see you later. Bye.